U-48's patrol has gotten off to a nauseating start. The crew has been battling some sort of illness for the past week or so. Some of the crew had to even be dropped off at our home port, and it was so serious. Now, things seem to be improving, and we have set a course to our new patrol area, grid AM53. On December 8th, 1939, U-48 arrived at our new patrol area, just north of the Irish coast. No contact with the enemy, or any other vessels for that matter, was made en route. Here's hoping that the worst that this patrol had to offer is now behind the crew of U-48. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to U-Boat as U-48 continues her third patrol. We are patrolling off the western coast of Ireland now. We have just arrived, and we actually want to do a hydrophone check at the moment to make sure there is nothing around us. It is early December 1939. We have not picked up any enemy vessels since the last one that we engaged out in the North Sea. It's been fairly uneventful, surprisingly. But now that we are here, we do need to travel 2,500 kilometers inside the marked area and also sink 10,000 tons of shipping. Looks like a lot of the crew is in the bow torpedo room, and U-48 is dropping beneath the waves. Fantastic. You can see the air rushing out of the ballast tanks there. Let's take a look. Make sure we have an additional sailor assigned on the hydrophone. Let's see if we can pick anything up. I do think we are going to try to patrol in grid AM56. It's going to be a little risky, but hopefully we have a good chance of picking up some enemy shipping. Let's go operate the hydrophone ourselves and see if we can hear anything. Turn volumes at 100. Continue to scan. Maybe something off to 040. It's really hard to tell what's just ambient ocean noise and what's a freighter sometimes. Also the spinning of the wheel does trip you up sometimes. Alright, I got nothing. Nothing at the moment, but it's worth a check. We are going to do frequent hydrophone checks, especially in this area. We should be in the middle of a nice convoy lane. Hopefully we'll be able to find something there. We'll stay submerged for another couple of minutes and then hit the surface. We have been patrolling this grid for quite some time, and we have not picked up a single thing. Let's actually do another hydrophone check as I speak. We've been doing hydrophone checks relatively frequently. One thing that's also been peculiar is we have not been picking up radio messages from BDU. It is possible that the weather in the area has made that not possible. We've been dealing with these seas for the past couple of days now. Let's go over to the map and take a look at our journal. We are dropping down to 50 meters to listen to the hydrophone right now, and we can see it is day 9 at sea. Air pressure has dropped significantly since yesterday. Weather appears to be worse, so fantastic. That is something that we are going to have to deal with. I must say, I love this journaling, this journal mod. This is really freaking cool to see, tracking all of our course changes and stuff, and even tracking the weather. Okay, dropping down, let's assign an additional sailor onto the hydrophone. Let's see if we can pick anything up. So dropping down to 50 meters. Let's get depth under keel here. How about, can you do it? Well, one of you go get depth under keel. And as you can see, I have abandoned our search of grid AM56. Depth under keel is 136 meters. Nice and deep where we're at. Fantastic. Doesn't look like our hydrophone operator's picking much up. We are going to head further out and see if we can find anything up here. If not, man, I don't know. I don't know what we will end up doing. I'm kind of surprised we haven't found anything.
45 Meter.
Let's listen on the hydrophone ourselves. Quick scan. See if we have a distinctive chug anywhere around us. Continue. Currently at 50. Good. Nada. Yeah, nothing as far as I can hear. Maybe Kuhn and his buddy here will be able to pick something up, but I doubt it. I doubt it. We'll continue patrolling. We're about halfway done, maybe a third of the way done. We still have quite a while to go. Well, the weather has in fact gotten worse. As a matter of fact, it is snowing, so I'm sure the crew topside must be absolutely miserable. This is, gosh, this has got to be one of the worst patrols yet for the crew of U48. Just bad luck followed by more bad luck. It looks like the crew can't handle the stress here. There was a brawl. You enter the crew quarters to a scene of chaos. David Peters stands stiffly, having a defiant air about him. Nearby, Conrad Otto lies injured. The extent of the damage remains to be seen. Whispers fill the air as your men watch. It seems a careless insult about David Peters' girl sparked a violent outburst. David Peters is a good sailor, yet he has jeopardized the order of the U-boat. This cannot stand unchecked. I wish I could click and see what David really does. Is it just a regular officer? Her experience increased by 300 points. If I court-martial this guy? Yeah, we're going to court-martial him. See you later. Okay. Conrad Otto's in a critical state. That's not good. Let's get the medic over to administer first aid to that guy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, things are not going well. The good news is, though, the weather's cleared up quite a bit. We're going to actually increase our speed a little bit now that the seas are calm. We'll do a hydrophone check here in about half an hour or so. We have completed our orders in regards to patrolling that specific grid. We are now heading south to move into the Celtic Sea. Hopefully we'll be able to find some convoys down there. And if not, we will take the long way around the UK and head back on home. We're operating in the Celtic Sea now. U48 has merged to do a hydrophone check. We've picked up a freighter off to 060 degrees. We are going to move to pursue. Here we go. We have something. Smoke on the horizon, bearing 030. We are going to move to engage this. I thought I saw another smoke plume off to the right. Oh, yep, there's another one, 070. We have two ships out here. This thing looks like it might be moving really quickly, though. It's really far out there. But if we can make this quick, we may be able to sink both ships out here. Let's increase our speed, all ahead full. Let's go get them. We've made contact with the freighter. It is indeed a freighter, bearing 018 degrees. I can't make out the nationality just yet. It looks like it might be neutral, which is unfortunate. Regardless, let's have one of our officers come here. Begin maintaining some torpedoes, just in case. And I can still see the smoke way out there, just a little blip. So if this guy does prove to be neutral, we are going to race over there and investigate that vessel. We are closing in on this vessel. It looks like it is a Spanish vessel, the Monte Alea, and they are flying a Spanish flag. We'll see how accurate that is. We are absolutely going to investigate. Target still too far away. Let's adjust course slightly. Come to the left just a little bit. Tubes 1 and 2 are prepped. Let's check our deck gun ammunition situation. Deck gun, yeah, transfer more rounds over to the deck gun for no particular reason. Just to be sure, target is still too far away. Continuing to close in on her. It doesn't look like they are carrying any interesting cargo on the deck, no tanks or anything like that, so we'll just have to investigate them here. Let's see, freighter's still too far. Can I make out the smoke that's off to the right? I want to make sure we can track down that other ship just in case this turns out to be a bust. They were off to 090. I suppose we could do a hydrophone check as well. and see what's going on. Seems like there's quite a bit of traffic over in this area. Of course, there was pretty much nothing where we were patrolling, which is just classic. Come left a bit. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop. I want this to be fast, so we are going to send a crew over. We'll quickly interrogate them. Send a delegation over to the freighter. I do want to bring an engineer over with explosives. There we go. Bring those explosives. Handyman, cook, engineer, connections, sure, and multiple sailors. Continue, send them over as a delegation. Let's see what these guys are carrying. Make sure they are not trading with the enemy. Okay, cold faces welcome us from the cargo ship's crew. Okay. What do you want? Asked the captain in German without exchanging any pleasantries. I'd like to see the shipping documents, please. Okay. Port of Lisbon, transporting raw resources. We're going to put pressure on them. We're going to state with confidence that such cargo is not carried to Lisbon. Okay, he seems to be right. We'll leave it. We'll return to our ship. Especially, they spoke in German. They seemed pissed off. Oh, brother. Okay. Well, we are going to head to the north and investigate that other contact. All ahead standard. Let's get on the move and investigate whatever that other contact is off to 070. We'll race up there, do a hydrophone check. And hopefully that is a hostile vessel. Oh, it's starting to snow. How lovely is that? We do have the smoke right in front of us. We are closing in on the next freighter. There she is, way out there. There's also more smoke even further out there. Wow. Where are we? This grid BF12, this is a hot spot, it would seem. So we're gonna keep patrolling over here as long as all the ships aren't neutrals. The snow is pretty cool. I always love seeing the snow in this game. Regardless, we are going to close in on this vessel. It looks like she is heading right to left. We are going to adjust our course. New course 339 degrees. The crew has sounded the alarm. It looks like they have identified this as a hostile vessel. Weber, come here. Begin maintaining torpedoes. I suppose we could submerge. You know what, it may be best just to dive and try to do this underwater. One torpedo. We haven't even fired any torpedoes yet. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's drop down to periscope depth. We're going to submerge and attack underwater. It looks like we're at a pretty good angle. She's currently 45 degree to port AOB. Now the tricky part about this is we don't have another leading officer. Oh, managing the TDC is going to be fun, and our depth, and pretty much everything else, but we'll make it happen. We're at periscope depth. Let's take a look at our target. She is off to 045 degrees. I would like to come right. Come right a bit. Quickly, time to identify the target. It is a freighter mast, funnel mast. Looking like an Empire Bell to me. Let's identify her as such here. And I do need one of you to get onto the TDC. Okay, Michael, get onto the TDC. Please and thank you. Quickly get on the TDC. Let's also make sure our torpedoes are ready to go here. Tube 1. Maintain tube 2 while we are at it. Good. Quickly want to recognize it. I'm looking at this target and frankly, we are too close to even fire torpedoes. Our scope's sticking out of the water. Surface the boat. Surface the boat. Botched attack. Just surface. I did not intend to get this close to the target. Hello. You guys want to abandon the ship? Communicate that we intend to sink the ship. Okay, the crew's leaving the ship. Good. Okay. In that case, reverse the boat. We are now going to line ourselves up and prepare for a torpedo attack on the surface. Well, we have surfaced the boat and we're currently positioning ourselves to get in a proper torpedo attack position. The enemy crew has abandoned the ship and we should be in position here and now. Let's start setting up the TDC. Rudder and midships good. All stop. All stop. TDC time. Angle on bow 90 degrees to port. Set. Ship speed 0 knots. Parallax mode forward. Good. Good. We are going to be firing tube number 1, I believe. Let's check on that. Check tube 1 up here. Okay, tube 1 is ready. Good. Tube 1 set. Bow torpedo launcher. Good. Gyro angle 0. Torpedo speed 30. 30 knots. Tube 1. Flood. Depth 2.5. Make sure everything's looking good. Now we need to fire tube 2. Tube 2. I am messing up. There we go. Flood tube 2. Drain tube 1. Good. Fire control boxes. Tube 2 set. Great. Everything should be good here. Angle on bow 90, speed 0, range to target 800 meters, give or take. Good enough for me. Let's go over to Wolfgang. See, there she is. Lock on target. Tube 2's flooded, ready, gyro angle synced. Good. Good. Make sure we are following. Okay, currently receiving from the Uzo. Good. All right, we should be good to fire. Tube 2. Los. There we go. Tube 2 away. Tube 2 is away. Should hit the target any moment. She is not very far out. We've managed to hit the target right underneath the funnel, pretty much exactly where I wanted to. And is she sinking? It is hard to tell. Let's take a look. Crew obviously is abandoned ship, so they're not doing much damage control. We could fire another torpedo at her, but I'd really rather not do that at this point. We could board. No, don't want to do that. We'll wait and see. If anything, manning the deck gun's probably our best bet. Let's man the deck gun and try to finish this vessel off because we have that other ship out there that I would like to engage. Chances are, though, with a little bit of time, this Empire Belle will sink. Well, I don't know about you, but that looks like a ship that is sinking to me. And once again, low navigation accuracy. I haven't even fired a round. Let's make sure. Okay, no one's on the radio. Have nothing to do regarding the radio. He is still slipping beneath the waves. Let's get moving. Hopefully we'll be able to shoot this off to BDU and let them know that we've actually managed to sink a ship this patrol. So that's our second vessel sunk thus far. Let's go to... Okay, here we go. Severely damaged. We can shoot that off. And I guess they're not considering her sunk just yet. We'll give it a little bit more time. I'm sure she will go down at this point. I mean, look at that. Here we go, folks. Just got the report. She is sinking. Fantastic. We are going to continue and hopefully track down that other ship off to the northeast. Well, folks, that is going to do it for today's video. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I'll see you all on the next one.